What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about Gentle. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it. Gentle enters the contest with impressive muscle mass, granting him immunity to bleed and stun when performing a well-timed block. He also gains a pursuit passive for 15 seconds when an immunity triggers or when the opponent purifies or cleanses a debuff. Additionally, he gains a reinforce passive for 20 seconds when struck by a crit through block, a guaranteed crit, or if struck by 2 critical hits within 2 seconds of each other. When either champion's combo meter passes a multiple of 15, he gains an unstoppable passive for 2 seconds. This also happens for 3 seconds when the opponent purifies or cleanses a stun debuff or triggers a stun immunity, and an indestructible passive, which is removed if the opponent activates a special 3. Now, when striking with or being struck by basic attacks, Gentle has a 31.8% chance to gain muscle mass, granting increased attack for 15 seconds. For each mass, he inflicts a 5% daunted passive. When struck, and when starting a combo against a non-stunned opponent, muscle mass is paused for the duration of the combo, plus an extra 4 seconds if it was a 5-hit combo. Muscle mass is also paused during specials and for 3 seconds when the opponent is struck with a heavy attack. This has a cooldown of 15 seconds if the opponent was stunned when struck. Gentle's 4th light attack cannot grant muscle mass, but consumes 1 to inflict a rupture debuff for 15 seconds. And at the max of 12, he inflicts an extra 60% daunted passive, but Gentle loses 10% of his base health when finishing a special attack. Gentle does not benefit from the recoil mastery, but each point increases this daunted's potency by plus 10% flat. Now, let's check out his special attacks. During his special attacks, if unstoppable, he gains increased attack, and it's paused against non-tech champions. On the final hit of his special 1, he inflicts a fear passive for 15 seconds, and at the end of the attack, he gains 5 muscle mass. With the special 2, on activation, he gains a non-stacking 25% reverb passive for 15 seconds. Also, when the attack ends, he gains a non-stacking physical resistance passive for 20 seconds. And he gains increased critical rating for the duration of this attack. The Special 3. On activation of the Special 3, he gains a non-stacking 35% reverb passive for 25 seconds, and he gains 12 muscle mass. Now, let's check out his signature ability. When awakened, he reduces the health lost when finishing a special attack at max muscle mass by up to 50%, and, while unstoppable, this damage is reduced by an additional 50%. Additionally, he gains increased block penetration per muscle mass. Now, let's take him out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, strike the opponent to start gaining muscle mass and inflicting daunted. Complete medium ending combos when they aren't stunned to keep it paused. And once you complete 15 hits, use your special 1 while unstoppable to gain 5 more. Try to heavy the opponent when they aren't stunned to keep your mass paused for longer. Continue the process of gaining and pausing your mass as you build to special 2, and then launch while unstoppable to gain your reverb passive. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, just repeat until they are. Now, when a stun is purified or cleansed, he goes unstoppable and indestructible. So, don't be scared to parry those pesky skill champions. And keep in mind, when he reaches max muscle mass, he inflicts an additional daunted with increased potency, making those special 2 crits and reverb bursts break the opponent into pieces. And hey, That pursuit passive he gains from bleed immunity and debuff purification will help in certain matchups against defenders who can also evade, keeping his loop intact and making sure he hits the bullseye every time. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Gentle. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the Battle Realm.